What it is, YouTube? We back at it with a video once again. Got my boy Kuran one more time.
What's the word, brother?
This gonna be our last video for today. But today we gonna speak on the college football playoffs. You know what I'm saying? College football playoffs when they start next week, don't it? Yeah, roll tide for sure. You know we going for Bama.
January 1st, I believe.
January 1st. Okay, so let me enlarge this. So we got Michigan, the 1 seed versus Alabama, who is number 4. Obviously, we going for Alabama. We got Washington versus Texas on the other side. Winners play each other, and then that'll be the championship game. All right, bro. So how you think this gonna play out?
I ain't gonna lie. How I think it's gonna play out, I think we might see an Alabama versus Washington championship game. How I want it to play out, I want that rematch with Texas.
I want that rematch with Texas too, bro.
I want that rematch with Texas.
I for sure want that rematch with Texas because they beat us, bro. But you wanna know what's funny, bro? I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Cause people was talking about this. This was controversial. Look at this. So look, I'm gonna enlarge this, okay? Let me see.
Make it be easy.
Let me see. Let me see if I can finesse. I don't got that tech savviness right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just put it over my face. You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
Yeah, I do got the better face. For sure.
All right, we gonna put it over yours. All right, look. So look, y'all see the rankings right here, bro. We got Michigan, Washington, Texas. You see 4 and 5, bro.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they would do
You
that.
know what I'm saying? So look, we at the 5th spot right now. You know what I'm saying? But we in the playoffs. Realistically, I ain't lying. Like, how you feel about Florida State missing the playoffs, bro? Being an undefeated team
I ain't
in
gonna
the
lie.
ACC.
I'm gonna speak as if I'm a Florida State fan. If I'm a Florida State fan, I am hurt. Like, I'm actually hurt. Like, we do everything we supposed to do. That's like, you do everything you're supposed to do, and you still don't get the desired result.
Yeah, it is.
That hurt.
That is messed up. I'm not gonna lie. Florida State definitely should be in this playoff. Realistically, this just keeping it real. If Alabama didn't beat Georgia, Florida State would be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
That's obvious.
But
Whoa, yeah. Well, I don't know, cause they still below Texas though.
But that's what I'm saying. Our win against Georgia made Texas win against us stronger.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
and I ain't gonna lie though, not to cut you off, but like Texas gets they get praised so much for that win. What was it, our second game of the season, bro?
yeah, I think it was week 2.
We was still like funneling through quarterbacks, like.
Yeah, so
I don't like that.
It's a much different team now than it was.
Yeah,
Obviously,
sure.
if we was to match up now, I think we win. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they probably what if they beat us again? You know what I'm saying? So if they beat us again, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why Florida State is not in the playoffs is because we beat Georgia and Texas beat us. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, if we were to lose to Georgia, Florida State would be the 3 seed. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we beat Georgia bumped them down to 5 and bumped them out the playoffs. But it is what it is.
Keep in mind though, Florida State, they're not on their second string, they're on their third string quarterback.
Yeah, that do matter.
They did not the ACC championship game, the quarterback was non-existent. Like, they couldn't move the ball for real.
Yeah, they without their QB, that's definitely a different team.
Yeah,
they weren't.
Sure.
It wasn't definite. It definitely was not a dominant victory. Those last 2 wins they had, especially the conference championship game against who they played, Louisville.
Yeah,
that was not a convincing victory, but it was a victory nonetheless. Yeah. The fact that they don't have their QB that does play a part, honestly,
a big part.
Honestly,
that's a Heisman candidate. You lose a Heisman candidate. Like,
yeah.
You know?
So if they did have that QB, you think they'd be in?
Yeah, most definitely.
You think we'd be out?
Yeah, we'll definitely be out.
We'd be out. See,
well, it would have been tough between us and Texas, but I feel like they would have hold us. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, even if we beat Georgia,
Texas,
because they beat us.
That would be crazy if 2 one-loss SEC teams didn't make it, bro.
Yeah,
that would be crazy. But it's like Texas did beat us. I ain't gonna lie, like that's the reason why they in here. As far as Florida State, it is messed up that they ain't make it. Cause right here, like we saying, right here they got them as the 4 seed. You know what I'm saying? To this day, you Google it right now, they're the 4 seed, but we're the ones in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, this is crazy too. If Florida State beat Georgia,
they beat Georgia,
they could say they won a championship. Fool. You know what I'm saying? If they beat Georgia,
but I feel like Florida State, they gonna use that number, like they gonna, since they not in the college football playoffs, they gonna use that as a reason why they not even gonna try to
Yeah,
take
ain't gonna
Georgia
play for
serious.
real,
Like
yeah.
we don't want that game. Like ain't gonna lie, that's still a New York Six Bowl, whatever the fuck it's called. Like that's a big bowl game they got versus Georgia. Like
Yeah, that's a big game. That's a good
big
game.
game,
Like
yeah.
that's a great game. Georgia was the number one seed. How you feel about Georgia not losing in 2 seasons and then one loss bump them all the way out
ain't
the
gonna lie,
playoff?
that's tough too. Like I was cause I was thinking like why couldn't Georgia be in over Texas? I mean Texas they the Big Ten champions, whatever the conference,
Yeah,
Big
I
Ten, Big
think
12,
so.
Big 10.
One of them.
But because if you ask me, I feel like Georgia's a better team than Texas.
Georgia better team Texas.
I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
But the
I
way it
think
played out, how we beat Georgia and Texas beat us, like
Georgia is definitely a top 4 team in the I'm gonna move this out of the way. Georgia is definitely a top 4 team in the college football, but it is what it is. They lost at the wrong time, but they would have lost
Yeah.
earlier in the season. You get what I'm saying? Then it wouldn't be like this, but this how it is.
and you know how they do it off. They're like, oh, well, Bama lost to them and y'all lost to them. Like, well, Texas lost to Oklahoma, I believe.
Yeah,
And Oklahoma has 2 L's, so who
I
did
think it was
Oklahoma lose to?
Oklahoma. Who did Texas lose to? Let's
Nah,
look.
Texas lost to Oklahoma, I believe, but Oklahoma got 2 L's themselves, so like.
They lost to Oklahoma. Let me see. They lost to. Yeah, they lost to Oklahoma by 4 points. Oklahoma got 3 losses. You just say it right? Where was it?
Oklahoma had 2 losses, I believe.
They got
10-2. Click on Oklahoma, see who Oklahoma lost to.
Oh, they 10-2. Yeah, they 10-2. They 10-2.
Can you see who they lost to real quick?
Oklahoma lost to Kansas
Like,
and Oklahoma State.
like.
You know what I'm saying?
So why doesn't Texas get scrutinized for losing to them when they losing to
But it's just because they beat
Oklahoma
us.
State or Kansas?
They beat us. They loss is worse than ours, but it's like
Not just ours, they lost worse than Georgia's.
the Georgia's. Yeah, definitely. But they beat us, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like that's just crazy. Just a crazy dynamic how they play it out. But honestly, the way that it did play out with these 4 teams is the way that. Well, honestly, I picked Oregon to beat Washington, but these are the 4 teams that I selected to be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So my opinion is I think, obviously I'm roll tide. I'm gonna say Alabama gonna beat Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just beat the number 1 seed. I think Georgia better than Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Obviously each game is different, but I'm gonna take us over Michigan. Washington Texas, that's a good game. I want Texas to win.
I do. I want
You know what I'm
Texas.
saying?
I like Washington though. I ain't gonna lie. Washington, they
Yeah,
pretty
Washington,
solid.
they undefeated.
pretty
They
solid.
they beat Oregon twice, bro, by 3 points both games.
Yeah.
So
Just imagine if Oregon had won one of them games.
yeah, if they won the national championship, if they won the conference championship, they'd be in here, in place of Washington. They'll probably
You think in place of Washington, because that would have been all the conference champions really.
that would be crazy because they have 1 loss
Mm-hmm.
and be in here ahead of Florida State. Or you think they'll get to Florida State?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Florida State really just got hold.
Yeah, I don't know. Florida State could have just. It don't matter what they do. They probably gonna
But-
miss it.
But Florida State should take that Georgia game very seriously. Like they
Yeah.
could make some.
Y'all got
moves
something
out
to
of that game.
prove.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all
Like,
got something to prove, bro.
go out there and
People
show them
down
they
here.
made a mistake. That's how I would look at it if I was Florida State.
Yeah, for sure. But I do want that Bama versus Texas, and obviously I want Bama to win.
Yeah.
Roll Tide, I'm gonna get my 7th ring. You know what I'm saying?
R7 ring. You know what I'm saying?
7 ring.
We come.
Roll Tide for sure. So but that's it to conclude the video. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah, wait. When I know we played January 1st, but when is the national championship game? Is that like a whole
When is the
nother,
national?
that whole nother month away?
Nah, it can't be a month. National championship.
What they give them 2 weeks off then? Or a
Might
week
be
off?
football national championship 2024.
Let's see. Buy tickets. What the game at? They want to see me down there.
Roll boy, it's gonna be on the 8th.
Oh, so they get a week.
Yeah, it's 1 week. All right, but they got a long break between now and the first. So, between the last game and
Yeah,
this game coming up. So, but it's gonna be a nice. This is one of the most interesting seasons due to the fact that it was so many teams that could have made it, and certain teams missed out. Georgia and Florida State are definitely worthy of being in the playoffs,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. So as far as me, obviously I'm gonna pick Alabama to win because I'm Roll Tide, and I think the Tide gonna roll. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question. How you feel about Florida State? I believe they sued the committee where they were pursuing that, trying to sue the college football playoff committee.
I think I heard about that too. I mean, I mean, they doing what they supposed to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like
I don't see what they trying to gain though.
I think they just mad.
Yeah,
they just mad. Fool.
Yeah.
They just mad.
I feel them though. I ain't gonna lie. I do feel them.
Yeah, they just mad. You seen that video of Michigan when they seen Alabama came up?
Michigan ain't want that. I ain't gonna lie. Michigan don't want that.
They wanted Florida State bad. Fool.
Yeah, they don't want that.
But it is what it is. So we playing Michigan. We gonna try to dog them out. You know what I'm saying?
I like us by double digits.
Double digits against Michigan?
I do. I like us by double digits. I think we actually the underdogs.
Yeah, I mean they is the 1 seed. So
yeah.
So it is what it is. We're gonna have to see how it play out. So game come on next week. With that being said, though, man, that'll conclude the video. I appreciate y'all tuning in once again. With that being said, though, man, y'all know I'm right back at it again soon. All right.